I couldn't talk. I had a very bad, laryngitis, and my speech was like a whisper.
In October of 2021, after months of a fading voice, Peter Petrowski of West Bridgewater went to see a doctor, never expecting to hear what came next.
It was cancer of the left vocal cord. It's something you don't want to hear, and you just hope that they can cure it.
A diagnosis that can often involve months of debilitating treatments, including radiation. But Petrowski arrived at the Dana-Farber Brigham Cancer Center at a time when technology was about to change the script and his life. The very first patient in a new clinical trial to receive high-dose MRI-guided radiation of the larynx at Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston.
It's really transformative, and it's all because of the technology and the precision that we have now. Because we are more precise, we can actually give a higher dose of radiation where we want it to go, which is directly to the tumor, and we can protect the surrounding areas. It can be very sensitive to radiation and lead to side effects.
In Petrowski's case, the MRI known as LINAC reduced what would have been 35 doses of radiation to just 5.
And this is typically a cancer that's treated over many weeks, requires the patient to come in every day for 7 weeks. Now with the precision of this treatment, we're able to offer the whole radiation treatment in just 5 sessions, 5 days.
Petrowski tells us he did experience fatigue, but none of the other anticipated side effects of treatment.
They said I would be probably on pain medications. My throat didn't swell. I was on no pain medications. I had no pain whatsoever.
Now the patient's holding their breath and the treatment is actually ongoing and the radiation is on.
The LINAC system is being used to treat several other cancers, including pancreatic, using a unique MRI tracking system to deliver timed radiation.
Here is the patient breathing in. As the patient's breathing, you can see that blue line, which is actually the tumor being tracked, is moving outside of the target. As the blue line is within the red line is when the actual radiation is turned on. The radiation itself will actually shut off and shut on, depending on if it's in that actual target zone.
Delivering the most precise amount of therapy needed, no more, no less.
When a tumor's moving, we would just deliver radiation to a larger area, knowing that the tumor is going to move throughout the treatment, and we just treat a larger area to account for that so we don't miss. The problem with that is that you expose more of the body to radiation, more of the healthy organs and tissues. It leads to more side effects. It also really limits how much radiation you can give. Now that we can be very precise and account for motion, we can give higher doses and we can give it much more safely, so it leads to a better outcome for the patient.
Potentially saving surrounding tissue, cutting down on the number of treatments, and providing a pathway for cancer patients who otherwise would be at their lifetime limit of radiation.
As the treatment team, we know within ourselves that we're giving the patient the highest level of care that we can, knowing that every day we can change the treatment plan according to what the anatomy looks like that day.
In a room just down the hall, the march of technology continues to move quickly. A relatively new radiation option, the CT Online Adaptive LINAC.
The very powerful thing about this machine is that it uses artificial intelligence. So it actually tells us what the best way to deliver the radiation would be based on the patient that's on the table and what their anatomy looks like. And so the machine will actually give us the best information from what it's learned over seeing many, many cases of cancer.
Mapping medical treatment on the fly.
Developing a new radiation plan is very time and labor intensive. It usually takes a few days. But now we can do that in just a couple of minutes. We can do it while the patient is in the room, in the machine.
As for Petrowski, he is currently cancer-free and tells us he is proud to have been a part of a trial aimed at not only saving his life, but those of many others.
Just to help people out, that's a blessing.
It's really incredible, and more than 500 patients have now received treatment on the MR-Linac.
All right, and Peter tells us that he remains cancer-free, which is great news.
Happy for him. Continued success. Up next.